Chapter 3. At Home. Simon ran down the stairs, half-dressed and carrying his school bag. "Mum!" he yelled, almost tripping over the pug at the bottom. "Oh, hello, Coco," he said, bending down to ruffle the dog's ears. "Mum!" he yelled again. "What is it?" Mum asked, stepping out of the kitchen. "There's no need to yell. Look at you," she continued, fixing Simon's collar and tie. "Is it all right if I go to play football after school today?" "Yes, I suppose so, as long as you make sure you get your homework done." "Give it back!" came a shrill voice from upstairs. "Give it!" Kenny and Sarah came running down the stairs. Kenny was holding Sarah's water bottle. "You can't get it," taunted Kenny, holding it out and then nimbly dancing his way around the dog and Simon's bag on the floor. "Mum! Kenny's—" began Sarah. "Kenny!" Mum raised her voice ever so slightly. "What?" Kenny asked with a cheeky grin on his face. "Give Sarah her water bottle back." "Okay," he conceded and extended his arm out, handing Sarah the water bottle. "Now will you two get ready?" Mum said cheerily. "We need to leave in 5 minutes, otherwise we'll be late for school." The twins scampered back up the stairs, and there was a brief moment of peace as they got themselves ready. After Simon's tie and collar had been straightened, he put on his jacket and bent down to give Coco a squeezy cuddle. "Bye, Mum!" "Bye, Coco!" He waved from the door with his bag slung over one shoulder and then left to cycle to school. Mum sorted a few things out in the kitchen and made sure the twins had their bags for the day. They left soon after, only a minute or two behind schedule. Mornings in the household were often manic. The children would range from being blurry-eyed and nearly asleep to running around as though they were crazy lunatics. Then Coco had joined the mayhem a year earlier and was now a part of the family, often providing a distraction for Simon, Kenny and Sarah from doing the things that they should have been doing, but often found boring. Daddy would often leave to go to work as the children were getting up. This was life during school time, the constant rushing from one thing to another, the full lives of children, dominated by football, gymnastics, friends, school, and more football. All 3 of them were football mad. It had started off with Kenny being the most keen, and then soon Simon joined in. Lastly, it was Sarah who had become involved, playing with the boys at lunchtime. Sarah had never really been a girly girl, but now she was determined to be a tomboy. She asked for football kits for her birthday and Christmas and would be right in the middle of any rough and tumble. Still, she had her long hair and had recently gotten her ears pierced. With having 2 brothers, she had learned how to stand up for herself. In the evening, the 3 of them were sitting down at the table for dinner. They joked and giggled about some imaginary tales that they had created, babbling away and telling stories. Mum smiled at the trio. For the most part, they got on. They would occasionally have the odd disagreement or argument. The boys also had a strong competitive streak, so they would often get into heated discussions about certain things. Sarah would also join in from time to time. Overall, they played well together and were respectful of one another. It was something they had been taught from an early age. They would often enter into their made-up worlds. They would make a huge den, taking over the entire living room floor, or they would play out magic games and stories with their stuffed animals. They would create these obscure names or phrases which only made sense to them. Mummy and Daddy would often smile and laugh at their creativeness. "Where do we go when we dream?" asked Simon from the top bunk as Mummy picked up Kenny's homework bag from off the floor. "Where do you think we go?" Mummy asked. "I think we go to a magical place," Simon began with a smile, "where you are happy." "And can eat loads of chocolate," added Kenny from the bottom bunk. "And play football all day long," added Sarah from the doorway, with a toothbrush sticking out of her mouth. Daddy stood behind her and grinned at all 3 of them. "But sometimes we can have nightmares," added Simon. "Yes," Mummy agreed. "But we don't need any of those tonight, do we?" Daddy asked with a smile. "No!" they all chimed and then started giggling.